Welcome back, everybody, to The Land of Tales presents The Land of Tales Chapter 2, written by me for the first time. No, the second time. This one is written by me. Dear, I'm joined by the Cheese Boys. Cheese Boys, everybody, say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Last time we were here, so much stuff happened. They met a beautiful princess, maybe, technically. I think that's what they landed on. Who cried when you asked what her name was. And she had no idea how long she's been here in this wild place that you were all dropped into called Mawa. Which is a scary name. I don't care how many people make fun of me. It's a scary name, and it means something scary. You found out that she could not speak because she had some sort of rune on top of her palette, unlike you guys who have runes in other places. And you have found out that your runes are more akin to a blessing of the Land of Tales, whereas this one was a curse put upon her by... We've got to find out. We've got to figure that out. She remembered something that she was unable to tell you all, which was very, very frustrating. She tried to write it out. It disappeared into a legible script. You tried to do a lesser restoration, and you knew that didn't work. And then you were awoken from a long rest by Pinocchio calling out for you because the dastardly Peter Pan had returned to steal 2 giant sheep and 1 giant snake that Big Rad had befriended in the gladiator arena, annoying Doobie to no end. There is still a big snake here somewhere. But you trampled upon a Madame de la Muse, her little home, and she scolded you and then invited you in for tea. Of course, you could not fit into her tiny house, so she brought you to the next best thing, another house somewhere in this desolate, deserted Mawa. And then, at the very end, she lost it and exploded in some crazy purple. And that's where we pick up, is all of you here. Where are we? Here! Bah! In a terrifying house made of stone and crumbling brick. Shout out to... Oh my god. Oh, I did it again. Hold on, everybody. Rewind. Pause. Rewind. Back to all the players. Okay. Here we have Sophia June as the Big Red Wolf. Stephen Peterson as Bob.
Moa.
I hate it. Mia Rocchio as Trad Cheddar and Ratman.
Hello.
And Frank Pecoraro as Pinocchio. I hate it. See, I did it. Shout out to Sophia Idun for the killer Land of Tales sign we have here, and also the pre-show drawings. And over here on Roll20, shout out to Stephen Peterson for this killer map, which gets even more killer if I can remember how to do stuff. Ready? Ooh, inside the house. You see one very scary mouse on the countertop, and you see our cheese boys around the table. So scary. And our beautiful cheese boys were woken up in towards the end of a long rest, so had to lose some spell slots and some hit points, but remain alive somehow. And now we jump into battle with an initiative I already rolled. No, we didn't roll initiative. Silly Doobie. Everybody, roll initiative. Oh no, for everybody. Okay.
What?
I didn't say it.
We have advantage.
No.
+4.
Everybody, tell me what you get.
Wait, why did you say +4?
An additional +4. Yeah, say something.
I was just.
Something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hit me with those initiative rolls, please.
18.
14.
Ratman, what'd you get?
I was counting. 25.
Jeez Louise. And Bob?
13. 12, I'm sorry, 12.
Ratman, did you roll a nat 20?
No, I have a +9 to initiative.
Paladins. Just a casual +9. Ratman, and then I don't have to read out loud the rest of them. And
You could.
No, I won't do it. You can't make me.
Fine.
You can't do it. Okay.
Please.
Here we are in initiative. You before we launch into initiative, everyone has to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Advantage.
While we're doing that, where's my snake buddy?
Your snake buddy is outside somewhere.
Okay.
16.
Ooh,
14.
is this against something I can see?
It is against something you can see.
Thank heck. Because the 3 is not going to be good.
No, it's not.
18.
Okay, much better.
18 will do it. Anyone who passed a 16 is A-okay. Is that everybody?
Nope.
Okay. Big Red. Is it
Hi.
everybody else beat a 16?
I got a 16.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Got a 14.
Would you say Pinocchio?
I got a 14.
Okay, so Pinocchio and Big Red, you look over at this terrifying tiny mouse. And you feel in your bones terrified. You hate this. You hate this little mouse, and you gotta get out of here. You don't want to be here anymore. This is terrifying. This is the scariest thing you've ever seen. This tiny mouse, crackling purple energy, and I think you all just remember what happened the last time with all this crazy purple energy, and you're like, I gotta get out of here. So you are under the feared condition, Big Red and Pinocchio. And then
For some reason, I feel like I have a thing that means I can't do that, but I don't know if that's actually this character or a different character I play. Do you know?
if you are in a rave,
In a rage.
it doesn't work. But you are currently not in a rave. You are currently just a guy.
Okay, thank you so much. That was very helpful.
You got it.
I'm just a wolf.
I'm just a wolf. The song in my head. And that's the end of how much of that song we can sing. Okay. Ratman, you are up first. Are you Ratman right now, or are you Trad?
I think I changed back to Trad. So I'm a wee rat.
One wee rat.
Dewey,
Yes.
where is her house? Her
In-
actual house.
Oh, her little house?
Yes.
You probably walked like a good half a mile to get here.
Oh. I see.
So like a wee bit away. Tiny mouse
And
close together.
right now, has she attacked us?
This fear spell had emanated out of her, so not technically,
But she cast a spell on us.
but she did cast a spell in your direction for sure.
I dare you to try to scare me. I'm on the table.
I would assume either on a chair or on like the table proper, because you are a small rat at the moment.
I'm on the table.
You're on the table. She's on like the countertop.
I've got up on my hind legs. and I say, "You think you're all big and scary, but you're just as small as I am."
She looks at you and says, "Well, I may be small, but you should be scared."
Right back at you. And Trad. Trad's gonna keep it smalls to smalls right now. You know, he's on her level.
Sure.
Oops, all smalls.
How can I use my movement to catapult myself onto the counter?
It's going to be one heck of an athletics check or acrobatics, but you can certainly try.
Yes. Okay. Trad would like to. Is there maybe you know how in some houses they have their butter stick out in those cute little I'm a butter container?
Sure.
In this particular house, is there one of those on the table?
Let's make a little luck check to find out there, Trad. Call odds or evens for me.
That's gonna be evens.
All right.
Voice in my head.
That is a 3 on the dice, which is me a number, but also an odd number. It seems there is a butter dish on the counter.
Okay. What is on the table? I would like to attempt to catapult myself from the table to the counter.
You can just get a running start and try your best to leap on over there.
Great.
It's probably like 25-foot long jump. What'd you get there?
I had been doing so well.
Oh no. Is that what I think it is?
That sure isn't that one.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. I'm gonna say with disadvantage because you are...
With disadvantage?
You rolled a natural 1, and I'm sorry.
Well, I just rolled a 6 and a 5, so...
Okay.
But I get a +6 for dexterity saves. So
You'll
a hearty
launch
11.
A hearty 11. You launch yourself across. You're going to take 2 falling damage, and you land on the ground. The counter is probably like 4.5 feet straight up, which for you is quite a bit.
Yes, indeed. Oh, there's some spare bits of cheese down here. And Trad starts nibbling away under the counter, getting very distracted. But we'll give a luck point to who's up next?
You don't have to give a luck point in that way. You can always do luck point is like a reaction.
Okay. Can I actually, while I'm under the counter, can I go stealthy?
You can make a hide check, yeah.
And I have advantage on stealth.
Sure, yeah.
I rolled an 8 twice.
What do you add to that?
8.
Okay.
So 16.
16, you tuck yourself as under there as best as you can.
Pinocchio, do you have an inquiry?
I'm remembering your paladin aura, and does it give us bonuses on saves?
My aura of protection.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that nobody can be charmed or frightened while they're next to you?
Nobody can be charmed. I didn't know. Is it also frightened?
Let me triple check.
No magical.
This is aura of devotion.
Aura of protection.
Thank you so much.
We get a bonus to our saving throw equal to your charisma modifier.
Okay, so in fact,
Good catch, Frankie.
Pinocchio and Big Rad would have added plus. What's your charisma modifier? Trad.
My charisma?
Charisma.
Are you looking at my charisma?
Uh,
+3.
+3. So Pinocchio and Big Rad, you would have added +3. Would that have bumped you over 16?
I got a 14, so
So it wouldn't have worked on you.
Okay, here's my question, because I have integrity, unfortunately. So I asked about, is it a thing I can see? And you said yes. So I took my danger sense advantage. Then I read further and remembered it's only any physical save, which charisma technically I think is not, which means my original roll is the real one, which means there's no helping.
Okay, you are still afeared, but Pinocchio is not, so that's awesome. You are trad and you are hidden, and then it becomes her turn. And I think you're all right there. So, Big Rad, Pinocchio, and Bob, please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Can I see it?
You can see it.
Yay!
Oh.
$18.
10.
Oh man, it's not good. What do I add to dex saving throws? That's an 8.
Okay. Pinocchio and Bob, you both were under a 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Big Rad, you were over. So, Big Rad's going to take 10. What is it? Yeah. 10 points of damage. And Bob and Pinocchio are both going to take 19 points of damage.
Woo!
Gee.
As a torrent of like purple fire blows out and smacks y'all right in the face, but Trad is too small and ducks right underneath that.
I'm gonna use my Frosty Rebuke.
Ooh, how close does somebody have to be for that?
60 feet.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Nice. Can I give somebody luck now, Dewey?
You
You
can.
use lucky when somebody says what they rolled. That's when you use it.
Okay.
Before I say what the outcome is.
Understood.
What's that damage on the Frosty Rebuke?
Dex save DC 15.
That is a nat 20.
Whoa.
Yes, and 20.
So sorry. I'm sorry.
Fine, that's okay. Get him out now. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's still half damage. So that's gonna be. Ooh, wow. 12. Half rounded down. 25 to 12.
Okay. You hit her, and then she is going to hide herself.
What does that mean?
Means currently you can't really see her.
Did she go invisible?
She did not go invisible. She just did a fairly solid hide check. So you guys on your turn can make perception to try to figure out where in the heck she is, or go up there and start investigating. Pinocchio, you're up.
Indeed. Pinocchio wants to see if he can see her
Cool. Make a perception check.
with advantage
Why would you get advantage?
because other people are looking for her.
No. No, thank you.
Well, that's a hearty 22.
A 22 is gonna do it. She's like tucked herself as close up in on this counter as she can, but she's still up on the corner.
Okay, Pinocchio wants to do a few things. So firstly, he wants to scream. Ah! And then he wants to run across the table and like do like a Neo slide across the floor so that he is like eye level with the mouse. And then he's going to say, look into my eyes! And he's going to start plucking the sides of his mustache so that it bounces up and down. And his eyes will start looking like rotating cheese wheels as he begins to hypnotize this mouse with a hold person spell, the DC Wisdom 16.
I love your brain.
That is a 22.
That's, that I'm feeling like that's upsetting.
That's a fair way to feel, my friends.
Pinocchio is not stopping because he's not clear if it's working or not. It'll work eventually if you keep looking into my eyes and keep your head down. He's going to use telekinesis to it says I can shove, but I just want to keep her head from poking out from over the table. Is that something that I'm allowed to do?
You telekinetically?
Yeah.
Is this because your mage hand does something fun?
It's the mage hand that comes from the telekinesis beads. I can telekinetically shove people. I don't want to shove her. I just kind of want to keep her head. Keep her head down.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check to do that, and she's gonna oppose
Make
it.
a digestion check.
Frankie failed his constitution check.
We hate to see
Roll
it.
for gases.
Yeah, so is a
Ooh, I'm gonna fail that every time.
Is a 16 good enough?
A 16 is good enough. You keep her right there.
Okay, so then to round out my turn, Pinocchio is going to look at Big Rad, and he's going to say, Big Rad, don't look into my eyes right now. You will be hypnotized. Instead, the mouse has left the house, and you have nothing to worry about. As a matter of fact, you should probably walk on over to the other side of this table, and nothing bad will happen.
Do I buy it? Does this work on me?
That is not how the fear spell works, unfortunately.
I thought you would have to see her.
Oh.
That a solid
Wait.
point, my friend. Hold, please.
I was trying to be clever and sneaky, as a trickster cleric might.
If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight, so at the end of Big Rad's turn, he can make another save to not be scared anymore, as long as he still doesn't see her.
Gotcha. Thank you.
It does now become Big Rad's turn, and you are frightened. You are under the fear effect. I think mechanically that means you can't get any closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it you would like to do, my friend? Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. And you can't move any closer. But you could throw stuff at her from where you are right now.
could like lob things. Go for a parabola strike.
Parabolic motion.
Oh me. I've been trying to think of bone puns since we started, and my brain is just not working because Doobie said you're afraid to your bones, and I'm like, there's got to be something here. The closest I've got is bon voyage, but it's not really. I can't find a way to fit it in here.
Bon appetit?
Mmm.
I'm sorry. Was this question directed at me?
It is your turn.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I blacked out.
You're good.
Was there a question I meant to answer beyond what would you like to do on your turn?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now all I can think is Bon Voyage, mozzarella fettas, and that's gonna be in my brain forever. Okay, so I'm still afeared. I cannot see the mouse.
Correct.
But I'm afeared of her for now.
Yes.
Fear condition. Can I do any? What?
You can attack her. You just can't get any closer. So you would have to throw something from where you are.
That's
now.
what. Okay. See. Thank you so much for saying that multiple times. Can I go into a rave?
You can go into a rave, and I will tell you right now, as soon as you go into a rave, you are no longer afeared of this mouse.
Yes! Okay, bros, here's the thing about fear. When you get real scared, best thing to do is take all that energy and just wrap it up in a tight little ball of party time. It's time to fear rave, y'all. I whip out my glow sticks. And I'm afraid. And now I'm the one that inspires fear. There's that stupid little rodent. I'm gonna smash her.
You know where she is.
I do know where she is. Okay, cool. And I cannot move. Well, can I move now that
Yeah, now you can move.
Oh. I would like to go right up to her.
Yep.
Like, look, dude. Tiny little dude. Normally I like to make friends with my enemies. But you threatened my buddy, the snake. You threatened my cheese boys. And you instilled fear in the heart of me, a cheese boy. And I simply can't stand for that. Also, you're purple and that freaks me out. So I'm going to give you one chance. You better... The right answer could save your life, bro. This whole purple business... Did you want to get all purpled? Or did somebody purple you without you agreeing to it?
I don't understand the question.
Alright, we gotta kill her. And I'll smash her with my surfboard.
Great. Go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
Now that Big Rad's not afraid, it's going tibia alright.
Go.
Yes!
Nightmare.
That was it, Frankie.
First one is 26 to hit.
That will do it. Yep.
Cool. And then 1d12 plus. With my d12. Are you my d12? Yes, you are. 19 damage.
Ooh. Bad.
And then the second one. Do I have 2 attacks or 3 attacks? For some reason I think 3, but I don't know if that's real.
You can use an extra attack on a turn when you haven't already used your bonus action to go into a rave. So next turn, if you're still in a rave, then you can make 3 attacks. But this one...
Ah!
Yes.
Thank you. 24 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
Also 19 points of damage.
Bad.
Bad.
Bad. She...
Don't pick on me, don't pick on my friends, bro.
You like
Rude.
smack her over the head with your surfboard in like a cartoon. She like turns into like a little accordion and like the stars. Oh my!
Yes. Oh, that's what I wanted.
Oh, I don't like it.
Now that's humorous.
Okay.
Oh.
Um,
You can mute individual people,
I
right?
can mute individual people.
I'm just watching him think of it.
Nightmare behavior.
Little menace.
Menaces to society.
Oh.
All right, Bob, you're up.
Okie dokie. And I can see where the mouse is because everyone's been attacking her.
She's under my surfboard.
Okay.
Get her.
Wait, gang, do we think she was purpled?
Well, see, that's what I was trying to that's what I was trying to figure out. And I was like, "Did you want the purple?" And she was like, "I don't know what that means." Which I don't know. That's suspicious as heck to me, bro. But maybe it's not. Maybe we should have thought further before I surfboard smashed.
I think she hurt me pretty bad there, so I think that's probably a good idea. I just think I'm also going to try one thing real quick. If we're not too, if we don't think it'll be a waste of time, I might try to see if there's something that we can do about it.
That's for you.
I think Bob is going to kind of like start to kind of float up a little bit towards the ceiling. How tall would you say this place is?
It's not very
Made
tall.
for-
Like
Made
10,
for the mouse's taller folks, so I didn't know if they were,
like 10-foot ceilings, maybe.
Lovely. So I'm gonna float about 4 feet off the ground. Nice little, not very high off the ground, but just a little bit. And you see Bob is kind of like, their eyes kind of roll back into the back of their head, and they're like forming a little cloud in between their hands. And once Bob hits the top of the ceiling, you just see them go. And I'm gonna try a dispel magic. So when I choose a target, any spell under 3rd level automatically ends. Any spell above, I make a separate roll for each of the spells above.
Cool. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okie dokie. Cool. Do I have good Arcana? Probably not. And that's cocked. Okie dokie. 9.
You cast this spell and don't see anything really change.
Lovely. Okie dokie. That is no problem. On my bonus action, once I've kind of poofed that out, I'm going to say, okay, I don't think that did anything. So, Big Rat, I liked what you were doing. I think I'm going to join you, and I'm going to take out my little staff, and I'm going to cast Shillelagh with my bonus action.
Incredible.
And float down next to Big Rat and get ready to boink the
Incredible.
little
It's
mouse.
always a good thing to check first.
Thanks. I appreciate
Good
that.
instincts.
Incredible. You are ready to boink. She starts whispering some nonsense that you don't necessarily understand. And emerging from the wall are these strange shades. They're not as big as they are at the beginning. But in every corner you see these like ghostly figures emerge, and they are going to move to come get you. Everybody get down.
Oh.
Oh no. All right, here we go. We got this guy coming on over to Bob. We got this guy coming on over to Trad. And this guy coming on over to
I'm not detectable.
How are you not detectable?
I'm still hiding.
What was your hide check was 18. So give me You are correct. They do not see you. So this one goes also for Big Rat. Alrighty, here we go. I'm gonna roll in front of the board so that nobody can be like, Doobie, you're cheating. Alright, let's make our first attack over on Pinocchio. Pinocchio, what is your armor class?
1 billion.
No, I know that's not correct.
15.
15.
Billion?
Dun, 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 15. It does exactly hit, and you are going to take... I'm going to roll in front of the board. So it's this plus 3. So Pinocchio takes 17 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Next up is Bob. Is going to miss. And then 2 on Big Red.
You don't need to.
Big Red, what is your armor class?
Really high.
No.
Probably a lot higher than hits.
72.
What is
Yeah.
it? What is it in this reality?
Actual question. It does not change when I'm in a rave, right?
No, it does not.
Okay. 17.
Cool. 17. And then I need you to make 1 charisma saving throw, Big Red.
With my very physical charisma, that's a physical skill.
No,
So I can
not
with
that
advantage?
one.
But I'm so svelte. That adds to my physical charisma.
Sorry, buddy.
Wait, hold on. Nope, 5. Ha!
What'd you get?
Plus 3.
Plus
All
3
right.
Oh, 8.
8. One of these ghosts melds with Big Rad, and Big Rad, you feel yourself taking a back seat in your own mind as you are possessed by this ghost.
Horrible.
Ghost possession.
I don't like that, bro.
Ghost possession is what I just heard.
Yeah, ghost possession.
Oh, jinkies.
Your blood has ghosts in it now?
Yeah. All right, Trad. You're up.
Have I seen everything that happened in my place under the counter with the cheese?
You cannot see what's happening with
Uh-oh.
the mouse up
Tiny
there.
Frozen.
Oh
A
no,
tiny frozen rat.
No, you're good.
we can still hear you.
Hello?
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 You're good.
I'm back.
You can't see the mouse on top of the counter, but you see these ghosts pop up and start attacking people, and you know somebody boinked the mouse on top of the head.
Okay, here's what I need to know. If I turn into Ratman from my place under the counter, what is the possibility that I can maintain my stealth?
0.
Okay, fascinating. Do we, in this room where we are, like, is there a doorway or a place that moves to another room? Like, what's the...
Make a perception or survival check, whichever one you would like.
That's going to be survival.
Cool.
And that's going to be a hearty 13.
Okay, a 13 is not bad. There is one entrance and exit that you understand except for the windows. There is one door and there's 2 windows to the outside.
Okay.
And outside is mostly just forest. Go ahead and make an insight check on top of this.
Do the doors that I see only lead to the outside?
Yes. You see one door, 2 windows. Everything leads to outside.
What check was that?
Insight.
Insight is going to be another 11.
It's bad in here.
So, like, this is a big house, but this seems to be the only room. Is that what
This is
I'm getting?
not a big house. This is a pretty small house.
It's bad in here.
It's bad in here.
I think it's very bad in here. Fascinating. Okay. I can't see the mouse, you said?
No, not from where you are.
But I can see all my buds.
Yeah.
Can I see that something just happened? Wait! Is the protection thing still the aura? Does that protect Big Rad from
Not from possession.
mind invasion? Okay. Okay. Can I call my pumpkin carriage as Trad?
No.
Understood.
I mean, yes, it's very small.
What are the chances that I can sneaky sneak, scampery scamper outside with my movement?
Hi, you're right next to a window.
I would like to try to do that.
Okay. You make an acrobatics check. Which Trad, I believe, is good at.
Yeah. Yes. Very good. That's a 14.
Cool. You are not sure if anybody saw you, but you sneak right on outside.
Okay. Excellent. Can I do a quick, like, perception of my outside surroundings? And I have dark vision.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Do I get advantage because I have dark vision?
No.
Huh.
No, you do not.
That's a nat 20, like, right on the edge of the table. Ah!
What are you looking for out here? So sorry, don't
Very
lose my
strong.
life. You're looking around out here. You see a lot of trees. You think you see some stuff moving out in the distance. You don't think it's super safe out here. And some sort, you can see a lot of like there's a lot of purple buildup coming from the base of this house.
Fascinating. Like, from the foundation?
Yes.
Whoa! I cast detect magic on that bad boy.
There's a lot of magic. There's so much magic. You get a lot of detect magic tells you the school of magic, so you see both enchantment and evocation. And you know that evocation magic is the big boom one.
Okay. Can I tell from that if this is the same purple that we were dealing with before?
You are unsure if this is the same purple as before.
Yeah. Because, like,
But it doesn't...
I don't know that it was evocation.
And you don't know that you saw any... as you're climbing out the window, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage, because you know what it is you're looking for.
$11.
11, you don't see any, like... You get a look at her neck as you're climbing out the window. Not a great look. But you don't see anything there. She's a mouse, you know what I mean? So there's no, like, long hair in your way. You don't see anything, like, embedded in her.
Like we did before.
Like you did before. This seems slightly different.
Okay. I go ahead and transform
Okay.
while I'm outside. Oh no. Ah, I'm frozen.
You're fine. Okay, here you are, Ratman. Goodbye, Trey.
Am I back? Okay. I transform, and I want to throw a cheese stick through the window at the mouth.
I'm gonna say that you have done two. You have to end your turn now. You cast Dispel Magic. You're outside. I think your turn has to be up. But
As Ratman, can I hide as a bonus action, or is that too many?
there's too many.
Got it.
But you are outside through that window, and then it is Madame de la Mouse's turn. What's she gonna do?
Just a reminder, I'm over next to her now too.
Yes. Thank you so much. How did you get over there? What happened?
I flew over at the end of my turn after I cast the spell. Because when I flew up into the air to cast it, I could only go 4 feet, so I still had 30 feet or 25 feet left.
Sweet. So you're over here, and this is a clump of ghosties. Ghost, you're facing the wrong direction. The wrong direction, my dude. Okie dokie. She's going to Misty Step right out of there. And right over to Pinocchio. And she is going to land on Pinocchio's little head. And Pinocchio, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, hum tiddly tea. I'm not being poisoned, am I?
Nope.
That would be all too convenient. Plus 8. It's a 19.
A 19 is going to do it. You see, she reaches out to try to cast some sort of magic on you, and I don't know how you avoid that. You can tell me.
She gets weirded out by Pinocchio still plucking his mustache and trying to stare googly eyes at her to make her stop moving and be paralyzed.
Nonsense. I don't like it. Alrighty. That's her turn. Yep, those are all the things that she can do. And then it's Pinocchio's turn.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
I'm so grateful that I'm not dead because I'm very close to being dead. Everybody else is pretty hurt too, right? No?
I got hurt, but I was only down 3 at the start of combat, so I'm still at like 50%.
Okay. And we are playing the version of D&D where it's only one spell per turn, right?
Correct.
Okay. Shucks. What am I doing?
But you can do a spell and a cantrip. You could Misty Step and shoot off a cantrip.
Yeah. Yes, I can. Just don't want her to get away. Are these critters around us? Are they magical or are they summons? Like, how do I put this? Are they actual critters or are they like made of magic? Do I know?
I don't know that you know, but you can make an Arcana check to understand.
Come on, Pinotes. What's a 14 say?
They're ghosts.
They're ghosts. All these big critters are ghosts.
Yeah, big old ghosts.
How risky should I be right now?
I think was that 13 or 14 Arcana?
14.
You know that they are ghosts. You know that she can probably keep summoning more ghosts, and I think you get the same thing as Trad, which is bad in here.
It do be like this. Yeah, I guess Pinocchio's gonna Misty Step out the window next to Trad or Ratman.
Cool.
And sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, I guess I'll cast Toll the Dead on her.
Sure.
Wisdom DC 16.
She fails.
Okay. That's terrible. 8 necrotic damage for our
Okay.
lovely mouse lady. And I think that will be Pinocchio's turn.
That's necrotic.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, Big Rad. Unfortunately, darling, you are being possessed. So, it becomes your turn, and the rules for that I definitely understand. Cool. You are, unfortunately, my love, just going to have to make attacks on the person closest to you, which is Bob. So I need you to make, I think I need you to make all 3 of your attacks on Bob.
JK, I'm
No!
gonna die.
Okay, what are my weakest attacks?
You've got your surfboard, and you gotta hit with your surfboard.
You can
I have my
throw...
claws. No, that's the same. No, I have my claws. My claws are less.
You can throw
damage.
glow sticks in close range, so every one of them's at disadvantage.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say you are being possessed, so you don't actually get to control
Dang.
any of that.
That blows.
I know. I'm so sorry.
So I can't do my claws.
No, you gotta hit with that surfboard, buddy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right.
I won't make you do reckless attack.
Thank you. We're gonna use a die that historically has not rolled hot.
All right.
Oh, okay, that one.
All right. Love to see it. You can roll the next 2 with disadvantage.
15.
15. Shield.
Okay, gonna miss.
Ooh. God bless. 11. Oh, wait. 19.
Still good.
Good. Because whatever I said last time, I also forgot to add my thing. And I don't remember what it was, but I don't think it would be over 19.
It was
Did I miss all 3?
The other one was 15.
15 plus 8. Okay, so that would have been a 23.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that one hits.
Okay. So you gotta roll damage for 1.
Integrity, why?
Little.
Damage. Okay, but only 1 hit. That's good. Thank you, sweet guy. Alright, 1d12 plus 7. Please? 9.
Okay. 9 points of damage over there to Bob. And then it is Bob's turn.
I've never been so grateful for a terrible turn of combat.
We love to
That
see
was
it.
wonderful.
Bob's just kind of like having used his shield spell and thrown up just this little like poofy cloud that I think he used to step out of the way of one of the attacks at least. Bob's going to kind of pause for a second and look around and realize that the only friend he has in this room is also attacking him. Excuse me. And
Is there anything I could have done to try to get unpossessed or no?
Unfortunately, no. The only way to not be possessed is to get knocked to 0 or to dispel that.
Cool. It's gonna go. Big Rad, I don't know. Do you think would I have any idea what's happening to Big Rad?
Yeah, I think you understand. You watched this ghost, like, basically climb into Big Rad's mouth.
Gotcha. Okay, so you've got something gross inside of you that we need to get out, but I think I might not be able to make that happen before I'm, no longer, here. So I'm gonna try a long shot, and then, buddy, I might have to leave you. I'm really sorry, Big Rad.
Exactly.
And then I am going to cast Phantasmal Force on Lemus.
Ooh.
That is a DC 15 Intelligence save.
Ooh la la.
It's a natural 17, so...
Cool.
20-something.
Cool.
Dang.
Bob tries to cast a spell, and in a classic return to form, fails at it. So Bob's gonna say, and try to run out the nearest exit that Bob can see.
Bob, you are going to take 3 opportunity attacks.
Yep.
Better run, bro.
Cool.
I have no spells that I can use because I can't cast another spells, and I have no other abilities with my bonus action, so it's either I stand here and take the attacks next turn or try to run away.
Fair enough. Okay, what is your armor class right now?
20. No. Technically my turn has happened, so shield is over, right?
Okay. Yes. So the first one is 21 to hit.
Okay.
The second one is gonna be 15.
Shield.
Okay, so that's gonna miss. And then, so if I need you to roll 1 as well, please.
An attackity?
Yeah.
Okay. Attackity. Where did my die go? Come back.
Ooh. Ah.
Turn. $16.
Gonna miss. Bob, you are going to take 17 points of damage. Are you up?
Barely.
Okay. And you get out through the front door. Either you can go to the front door, which will put you, like, opposite Ratman and Pinocchio, or you can go out through that window, but I'll need an acrobatics or athletics check to climb over the counter.
Even though I can fly.
Yeah, you're good. Alright, you go out with your buds.
I will just go, whoof.
I've tortured Bob enough today.
Bob's about to die.
Yeah, Bob's not doing good.
No. I think Bob is just going to go in a 30-foot straight line out the window. In pure terror.
Cool. You do not actually make it all that far. You book it outside, and then more ghosts are summoned, and you hear the little mouse going, "Get them, go and get them now." And she summons 4 more.
She did that in the middle of my turn?
Oh, I'm so sorry. What's you?
I was flying 30 feet.
Yeah, and then what do you do after that?
Fly 30 feet?
Okay, you did fly 30 feet.
Okay, cool. I thought you said I couldn't get that far because something was about to happen to me. so I got scared.
No, I'm so sorry. You don't get that far because you were in the house on one end, have to move to the window, then go outside. So you're not like 30 feet outside the house.
I understand. Okay. I was very scared there for a second.
So sorry.
I was like, what's happening? 4 more ghosts?
4 more ghosts. No, your turn ends. Cool. 4 more ghosts are summoned. I will tell you that Big Rad is still very much inside. But the ones who are summoned already start rushing out. And that's all they're going to be able to do is, like, get out near you guys. Big Rad, go ahead and make an athletics check for me. You do that with advantage.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Okay. Athletic, you say?
Yep.
$14.
Cool.
Yes.
You leap outside as well. So you guys are now surrounded by 3 ghosts and 1 possessed. Big Rad. Ratman, you're up.
Wouldn't one of them take opportunity attacks to get all the way to the other side of both of us?
No, he goes out through a wall and then over. He's a ghost.
Okay.
He goes through the wall. You could make attacks on Big Rad if you want to try to reduce Big Rad to 0.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Is Big Red still in the house, Jimmy? I'm sorry.
No, Big Rad is outside the house now, but still possessed. It is your turn, Ratman.
Okay. I have no idea if this is a good idea or not, but we're gonna give it a whirl.
My favorite.
Ratman turns to Big Red. Well, hey there, buddy. You don't look so good. And casts compelled duel on Big Red.
I love that for you. Ratman, real quick, go ahead and make either an insight check or an arcana check.
Nat 20.
Incredible. Ratman, do your spells include dispel magic or protection from good and evil?
Not dispel, but protection from good and evil, yes.
You think if you cast that, you will probably be able to make this stop.
Okay. Does it... I can't cast both things, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then, yeah, I just wanted to try to contain Big Rad's evil spirit energy.
100%. And you are welcome to do that. It compelled duel will most likely make Big Rad focus just on you. Protection from good and evil might expel the ghost altogether.
Okay, I get out piece of cheese shaped like a bone that I've had since my time spent with Big Rad and his brothers. It was very effective, especially with little Dad and Dad Jr. I don't remember the kids' names.
That's okay.
And I hold it, instead of casting Compelled Duel, I hold it in front of Big Rad and I'm like, hey, here boy, hey, look at this. Look what I have. And I like step just a little bit away from our friends. And it's gonna be okay. Just follow the sound of my voice. Use that big nose of yours. And I cast protection from good and evil.
Incredible. Okay, Big Rad, go ahead and make another saving throw. It's going to be wisdom save with advantage.
Oh! Oh, 15 on the die both times. You said wisdom save?
Yep.
16 in total.
You, the ghost is knocked from you as Ratman holds out, this artifact. Ratman, is there anything else you want to do on this turn? You are outside. Big Rat is no longer possessed. You are still surrounded by ghosts.
Do I see the ghost exit Big Rat's body?
Absolutely.
As soon as I see that happen, I throw the cheese bomb. Good boy, good boy. And then that was my action and my bonus action, Doobie? Or do I still have a bonus?
You still have a bonus.
Okay. And I still have my movement?
Yes.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Ask a nice thing.
You are Ratman.
I am the one and only.
Meaning the thing you asked me for as Trad, you can do now.
Yes. But I can't. My pumpkin carriage? But I can't whisk all my friends away in my pumpkin carriage.
You may whisk. Yes, you can whisk one of your friends away on the pumpkin carriage.
And Bob can fly.
Bob can fly. I will allow Bob to make a check to, like, Marty McFly hoverboard on the back of your Ratmobile.
And then. So close. We still have one man left behind.
Take Pinocchio, bro. I gotta find this bone before I'll be able to think about anything else.
You have the fastest speed out of all of us, right?
And I'm pretty sure I can take a hit better than Pinocchio. I could be wrong.
Do I summon my pumpkin carriage? And I hop in and I say, Bob, grab onto the back and float.
Okay.
You're going to be our steam for this, baby. And then I grab Pinocchio by the toes.
How many are there? Count them quick.
Wow, there really isn't any right now. I think they really do come and go.
All right,
And
you call your Ratmobile. Okay, so I'm going to say that you can call your Ratmobile. You might have to wait for your movement until everyone can, like, fix themselves to it or, like, climb it.
Okay. I've got another plan too if you feel like you need to take off.
Thanks, Bob. We're gonna see what we can do with what we have. Big Rad, can you run as fast as you've ever run before?
Have I had a chance to find this cheese bone yet?
Yes.
All right. If I found the cheese bone, oh, yeah, dude, yeah, bro, I'm ready. Let's go. Do you have more cheese?
All right. Ratman, are you taking off or are you waiting?
A voice in my head told me to wait.
Alrighty. Madame de la Mousse appears on the windowsill.
No, I'm gone. We're out of there. We go.
Unfortunately, darling, you did need... That is why I checked first. That is why I double-checked. Madame de la Mousse appears on the windowsill and is going to cast no magic. And instead stands there. And you hear in your head, Ratman, but darling, don't you want to know about your brothers?
just in my head?
Just in your head. Big Rad, in your head, you hear, but darling, don't you want to know more about that strange land you were sent to? Bob, you hear inside your head, but darling, don't you want to know more about those 2 little children that were trying to find you?
I don't know.
And Pinocchio, in your head, you hear, but darling, don't you want to know where Peter Pan wound up? That's going to be her whole turn. And then it's Pinocchio's turn.
How many ghosts are within 30 feet of me?
4, 5.
5?
Yeah.
So not all of them?
Not all of them. You'd have to go back in the house.
That's not what I'm going to do. That's terrible. I would not do. Pinocchio's first going to... he's going to reach into his pocket and he's going to pull out just a fistful of crumbled blue cheese, and he's going to throw it in the air so that it rains down around the whole party, and he's going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Nice.
That is a 4 and a 2, so 6 plus 5 is 11 points of healing for everybody.
Oh, thank you so much.
Which, I don't know if that would save me from another hit, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And then Pinocchio's going to get on that wagon and say, I don't know what he's going to say. We're going to figure that out in a second. He's going to cast Destroy Undead as a class feature.
What's the challenge rating that gets destroyed?
I'm really confused about that because what D&D Beyond says is when an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead feature, it's instantly destroyed if its CR is lower than the threshold for your level.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that means my character. I've never actually used this before.
Is there a table for it?
There is. They are CR4, which I do not believe you're up to yet. I don't think that happens till like 18 or something.
Not what we're up to yet.
But I do believe they all still get a save or are turned because you're using your channel divinity.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they all run away.
Okay, so 5 of them are going to make rolls. What is your spell save DC?
16.
Okay, they don't have a lot to this, so they all have to roll 14s or higher, which none of them did. They all let out a screech and start running away.
And Pinocchio is gonna say, "Hey, Grant, get on! I don't want to listen to this weirdo anymore!"
Pinocchio, that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
You hear Madame Delamousse raise her voice even more and say, but this time everyone can hear you say, "Darlings, aren't you the least bit curious about what happened to Chess?" And then it is Big Rad's turn. Big Rad, you see your snake bud out in the distance.
I was just about to say, I would like to, you know, the little whistle. I want to for my snake bud. Dang, this is tricky. Because the part of me that wants to survive says, screw this, we gotta run. And the rest of me is very curious. Oh. At the end of the day, bros, I am canine, not feline. Curiosity kills cats, not dogs. Dang. I want to get the snake to fight the mouse.
The snake can go fight the mouse. I will also tell you the snake probably goes about as fast as the Ratmobile.
Oh, okay. Boys, we gotta go. I'll hop on the snake, like, give him little scritches. I really want to get you, I want to feed you that mouse so bad, but we're gonna have to take a rain check on that one. Guys, I think we gotta get out of here right now. We ready?
Place is about to blow. I've seen that magic under the foundation of that house, and this is like purple we've never seen before.
As that's pointed out, you can all see the magic starting to, like, roil beneath this house.
Oh!
Ramen.
I don't have reins on the snake, but I'm gonna snap the reins anyway. My invisible reins.
Ratman also has no reins and snaps them.
Okay. Big Red, are you waiting until they take off to match them?
I'm not waiting till they actually start moving. I'm just waiting for any acknowledgement of, like, yes, the plan is we are all now leaving, and however that is communicated. Once I've received that, I'm bouncing.
That's right. And I go.
Oh.
Looks like everyone's taking off. Bob is the only person who's going to have, will still be in range to do something as you take off. So everyone, like, takes off down through the forest. Bob, it becomes your turn. You're within 60 feet of the house at the start of your turn.
I'm going to use one of my last spell slots. I'm going to use a 4th level spell slot, and Bob is going to go, okay, I see. So it wasn't the purple wasn't in her, it was in the house. I just got to aim a little bigger. And I'm going to make a big puffing cloud of, poof it at the house and attempt to dispel magic on the house at a 4th level.
Okay.
Whoa.
Can I give advantage with my great huff puff? Or the held action?
Yes, you may. Bob, I am still going to need you to roll. This is a very high level spell.
Is there only one effect?
For only one effect.
I thought so. It's an evocation and one spell with multiple schools. I'm so curious. I'm sorry.
You're not sure exactly what's going on here, but it does feel very weird to you that you're only dispelling a one effect. So go ahead and roll. You're gonna add your modifier, and you have to beat a 18.
You have the held action.
Yes.
So I'm huffing and I'm puffing.
You are huffing and puffing, buddy.
Giving a little huff and puff from Big Rad. Not that one. All right. That's an 18 on the dice for a 22.
You cast Dispel Magic behind you as you are all rushing out. You see purple engulf this house, and then you see it it's like this opaque purple smoke wraps around the entire house, and as it starts to clear and you all look behind you, you just see crumbling brick, and there is nothing left in that space. Nothing shifts about this world. Nothing changes. Everyone go ahead and make a perception or an insight check. Please let me know which one you're rolling.
That's a dirty 20 on insight for Bob.
11 perception.
Okay.
14%. Oh, wait, you said insight?
Yes.
30, 20 insight.
Okay.
16 perception.
Cool.
Or no, yeah, perception.
Perception 16. Big Red, unfortunately, I don't think you get anything here. You're riding a snake. You're, like, having a hard time. You're, like, clinging to this enormous snake who's going as fast as it possibly can. 16 perception. Ratman, as you're driving away, you can see something shift, change. It maybe becomes a little lighter here. You also notice some sort of spiky growth as you move. Bob and Pinocchio, with those high insight checks, you can hear sort of like screams that get cut off in these like strange ghostly whispers. And I think with that high of an insight, you understand something is drawing things here, taking things here, banishing things here. This is a holding space for something. You think that you've just destroyed what would have been a truly horrific situation in the broader Land of Tales. Something truly horrible was about to happen that you have all stopped. But what is happening, what is the like rot of this place is still very much here. You all take off down these like, I think actually, I'm not even going to narrate that. I think you all take off from this place in hot pursuit by these insane ghosts that are trying to keep up with you. And we're going to pick it up next time with you guys getting out of this haunted Moa forest. I told you it was scary. It was scary. Nightmare.
Ooh.
We're gonna pause right there. Dear beautiful people, thank you all so much for joining us on this maybe a little bit shorter, maybe a little bit scarier Land of Tales. We will be back next week and pick up where we left off with your favorite cheese boys racing through a haunted forest. Cheese boys, say farewell to your audience.
Farewell
to your audience.
See you next time.